Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Guitarana. So, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how you can get a Joe Rogan podcast voice on your system. So, you can hear my voice right now, right? So, this is after very long research that I could come up with this voice quality. I know that it is not yet Joe Rogan, you know, Joe Rogan show voice right now, but this is somewhat almost there, right? So uh, I'm going to tell you today how you can, you know, get the same voice in your own, you know, system, right? So if you do a podcast, right, if you're trying to record yourself, then it's very important that the audio is really good, and especially, it has that sound, that comes from your heart, it can you feel that, can you feel the chestiness of, the sound that you're hearing right now. Now, there are some tricks that you can use, which I'm going to share with you right now, and that will enhance your voice quality very much. So, what are the things that I used? Now, if you have FL Studio or any other recording software, then it gets really easy because there are some plugins that you'll use. Now, it's not necessary that you have a DAW, right? You can do it in any audio software that you use. Even if you use OBS, right? OBS is a recording software. In OBS also you can have this kind of voice quality. And so what you have to do is there are only three things that you have to do. First one, you'll have to put a noise gate. So if you can hear right now, you are not listening to any room noise, right? So there is no noise coming from, although my room is not completely soundproof. I did some little soundproofing, like I made some rock wool pads, and I put some mattresses, but it's still not completely soundproof. But you still will not hear any noise coming except my voice, right? Now, why is that? It's because I have put a noise gate, right? So that's very important. That is the first step. You'll have to put a noise gate. So what I have done is, if you have any noise gate plugin, you can actually do the same. So what I'll do is, I'll share my screen right now and I'll show you, what are my settings for noise gate right now. So if you can see my screen right now, this is the plugin that I'm using on FL Studio right now. This is Fruity Limiter. But any software that you use, you can find any noise gate plugin in there, and you can choose the same settings. So what I have done is, here I've put, this is the noise gate section right here, right? You can read it, noise gate, right? So this is the first setting that you'll do on your when you start putting in the settings for your voice recording. Okay, so first thing is your noise gate. So what are the settings? I'll just show you. If you can see at the top here, you'll read the settings here. So this is release, gain, and threshold, right? So gain will be at 0. You don't need any gain here, right? It'll keep it at 0. Okay, so noise gain is 0. Next, you have release. I have put it on 2000 ms. Now it depends on what kind of soundproofing you have done in your room, or how good the quality of your mic is. If your mic is really good, you don't have to put it at 2000. You can reduce it. But I have a condenser mic, right? And so sometimes what happens is my my mic doesn't allow you know uh, uh, every sound to be captured, and so I need to put the release a bit high, right? So I put it at 2000 right now. Next, the threshold. And so this also depends on what kind of how much sound you'll allow. For example, if I reduce it completely, what will happen is you'll hear the noise. Can you hear the noise right now? I'm sure you can, right? So just put it at minus 33.1 dB. That is what I've done for my audio. Okay. So you'll have to experiment a bit, but you'll find it out, the correct one. Okay. So that is the first setting, noise gate, right? The second setting is parametric EQ, and this is again, you'll have any plugin, any software that you use, you'll find some plugin which does the EQ, right? So similarly, I have this in FL Studio. You'll find this EQ, parametric EQ2, and so in this you don't have to do anything. The kind of figure that you are you can see this figure right now, right? This is the figure that you'll have to copy. That's it. No complications here. You just do you just copy this. So what I do is I put a scoop here, right? There is a scoop between 200 and 500, 200 and 500. That's one. Second, I have a boost. I have boosted. This is the chestiness that I was talking about. So I have boosted around 100, around 100. You'll have to just boost it. Boost it to some, let's say I have boosted it around 4 dB, right? 4 dB, 4 to 6 dB, right? Depending upon your mic and other, room acoustics. That is one. And put a scoop here, right? That is also 6 dB. And the final one is this one. You just have to boost around 3 to 4 dB here. That is around 8000, right? Around 8000. So this is the basic setting, and this is the second one. So first one was noise gate, second was EQ, right? Third one is, now this is I just cut a bit of noise from here, right? Depending upon your room, you'll do that, but it's not necessary. Even if you skip this, it doesn't matter, right? But this is the final one. So this is important. This is compressor, right? So what compressor does is it'll level your volume throughout the track, right? So whatever you're recording, if you're speaking low, it'll boost it. If you're speaking high, it'll curb it down, right? So these are my compressor settings, and you can copy it if you want to, right? And I would suggest you copy it, because this is the best ones, right? I have researched a lot, and then I found that this is the best settings for compressor that actually boost for the podcast, right? It boosts your audio a lot, right? And so what you do is you put the threshold at minus 19.1 dB, right? That is the first one. Put the attack at 1.9 ms, okay? Put the ratio at 2.1:1, right? Or somewhere around that. Release at 163 ms, okay? Gain at 8 dB. Now it again depends on how loud your mic is, so this can be adjusted. And then this is knee. You can keep it at hard for podcast, right? Now this again compressor you can find uh, in any software, any audio recording software. It may be, you're using Audacity, or if you're using OBS, to record your voice, you will find these, you know uh, you'll find these plugins there. So that's all. You just need three things. And if your mic is really good, you don't even need a compressor. You can do away with that. You don't. And if your room is soundproof, you don't even need a noise gate, right? So it's about, basically, it comes down to how good your mic is and how better your acoustics are, room acoustics, and how better you have, soundproofed your room. And if that is done, you don't need these plugins, you know and you can have a great quality voice, quality audio. So you can do away with these plugins if you can simply soundproof your room, and you can invest in a great mic. So the mic I use is, it's a Scarlett 2i2, and it came with the bundle, that audio interface plus this mic, right? And so it works really well. I mean, it has worked really well so far. I've had it for almost 2 years now, and it's working great. So that's all. I hope this video will help you, or it will help somebody out there, right? And that's all. I mean, I'll be sharing such videos in the future where, after a lot of research, we come up with some solutions and we keep them to ourselves. Those solutions have to be shared out, with the public. Everybody is looking for such solutions. And if we don't share that, what happens is nobody else will share their stuff with us, and then we will be looking for things, all the time, and we won't find any help. And so that's what we all have to, send help out there whenever we can. So this was an attempt to help you guys, and I hope it will be fruitful if somebody in need finds it. Okay, I'll see you again. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll meet you in the next video. Bye bye.